I have this welcome football wall decor. It came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to start by removing the ribbon and all of the hanging footballs from the plaque. They're small little staples. I'm just taking my flathead screwdriver and removing the staples. Next, I took one of the footballs and I went about a little further than halfway down the football and I added hot glue, and I'm going to wrap jute around it. Now, I did flip these footballs over. I want the back side to now be facing up. And I'm just gluing the jute down onto the football. And I repeated this 3 times. And you can just glue the extra jute at the end to the back side where you're not going to see it. Once I did that 3 times, I then took my razor blade. This is just a thick cardboard. It cuts very easily. And I cut the remaining part of the football. I'm going to take some Wise Owl black paint, and I'm just going to make a little half circle at the bottom of each football. And now these are going to look like mini beehives. Now, of course, if you're a football fan, you may enjoy the original decor better, but this is just an easy, simple way to repurpose it. Once I had the black added to my jute, I then outlined that with more jute. And I'm just placing the hot glue down and then placing the jute on top of the hot glue. And whatever I did to one, I then repeated and did 2 more times to the others. I'm going to take the top part that said welcome and I'm going to trace it on a piece of scrapbook paper. This could be any design or color of your choice. And my design is on the other side. And I cut that out once traced. I'm then going to add hot glue to the welcome part and place my scrapbook paper down onto the hot glue. So now we have that covered. I have this stencil that says Home Sweet Home. Now for this part, you can use a stencil, you could use wood letters, or you could just use a single word as well. I'm going to start by placing the sweet in the center of the banner, and using a foam dabber and some Wise Owl black paint, I'm going to lightly dab over my stencil. Now this is sped up, but I am lightly dabbing with a very small amount of paint on my dabber and going back over it until I have full coverage. And sometimes if it's just a dusting and not full coverage, I leave it. And then you could take a thin art brush and just connect the lines together. Sometimes the wording is too small and I leave it, but if I can connect them, I will. And then I took the home and placed it in the top left, and then the second home I placed in the bottom right. I'm then going to take more jute and glue a piece of jute on the back side, focusing more on the top of each of my beehives. Now, if you enjoyed this video or if you have any questions, we would really appreciate if you pass it along, and you could put your questions in the comments below. Once I had the jute attached to each beehive, I then took the other end and I attached it to the back side of our banner. I left the center hive a little shorter and put the one on the left and right sides a little longer. And I'm holding everything in place with some hot glue. And now you could decorate this as you wish. I added some little flowers to it. And then I placed these little wood bees that you could get from the Dollar Tree onto the scrapbook paper and onto each hive. To finish it off, I did add this little sunflower bow that came from the Dollar Tree. I just cut a piece of ribbon and then tied a piece of jute in the center. And I really hope you enjoyed this video. I think it came out really cute. Thank you so much for watching. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.